Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Hey, GutBox here. So, we got a lot of things coming today on the video. Sorry for not uploading earlier in the day. My internet was kind of jacked up. So, streaming soon. Anyways. Raid Boss, I heard our progress not that great to Adori, so good luck to everybody grinding it. I will not be playing the CPU. I will not be helping you out with this Raid Boss. I don't know why they didn't give us like any good rewards for it other than like a 90, like even going up to a 92 for Adori. I mean, it's okay. If it was like a 94 or 95, I feel like we'd actually as a community come together. But like, you can't give us like, you can't like throw nickels at us and say that it's raining. No, that's hailing, dude. All right, EA, unbuckle the purse straps and give us good solo rewards, you cowards. Cowards. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about Team of the Week that much since it's kind of like whatever. Rasul Douglas limited, cool. Evan Ingram should have got the 95 instead of Baker Mayfield. Zach Ertz here, best tight end in the game right now. So that'll be a W. Willie Gay, don't care. Outside linebacker that can't rush the passer. Brandon Graham. And these ones are low overalls. Otherwise, oh no, we got Andre Johnson. So that fake leak that you guys, I don't know. People keep falling for fake leaks like idiots. Luckily, we got some people that are less likely to fall from nowadays. So shout out to the people that have learned that tons of people fake stuff online for clout. Curse right here, also pretty nice. And there we saw Baker, Chris Jones. All right, I really wanted to focus this video around. Yeah, I think that was all I want to look at on the subreddit. I already looked at most everything else. So anyways, this video is focused around a X Factor glitch, and I want to do a lineup update for what I'm doing and why I'm not using the glitch. As far as the glitch, there will be schemes coming to YouTube members here, and so this one's gonna, this is just out there right now, so we're gonna talk about this, but then we'll talk about like the meta and how to fight the meta. I got 2 videos coming for the members over the coming days on the defensive and offensive side of the ball about those 2 things. Also, shout out to everybody for sending me their Twitch recaps. Really appreciate it. Like, so much support this year. It was insane on Twitch. Or go ahead and tweet that at me. I really appreciate seeing that, especially, me in the top spot in the true degeneracy of the den to show itself. So also, franchise channel, like, dude, please sub to the franchise channel. There's some amazing, like, best content I put out in years over on the franchise channel, linked in the description below. But all right, there's a new X Factor glitch, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it, and then I'm gonna tell you why I'm not doing it and who should be doing it. Because like the X Factor glitch, basically you get Howie Long and put him at outside linebacker 2 because it involves special teams. And if you look at the special teams depth chart right here, right, kickoff team, kick return team, certain guys are in each one. So basically how this glitch is working is people are using that 7 AP Howie Long X Factor that starts the game activated, right? So you start it activated, and then it activates players on defense. But also, if you put Howie Long at outside linebacker, either right outside linebacker 2, or LOLB2, because they're both on kick return and kick off, it will then activate whatever other X factors you have here. So people are putting like halfbacks at fullbacks, tight end 2, and because those are things, those are on both kickoff and kickoff return. So FB, this is MLB2. I think this is slightly wrong. To my knowledge, this is MLB2. But fullback here, fullback here. So you want them on both spots. So basically, you could have 2 running backs with Freight Train activated at the start of the game, and that doesn't turn off until like later on in the game. Like that doesn't turn off until like you lose yards on it. So like you can have a guy and then you can have a backup guy with that. And then obviously you can have your tight end also, because I think tight end 2 is here. So if you're gonna do this, you want somebody at wide receiver. Wait, who are the crossovers? Tight end 2 is one crossover on both teams, right? Fullback crosses over on both sides of the ball, and then you're gonna have to pick on offense because you could put like wide receivers at kick returner 1 and 2, but then you only get it on kick return team, right? So it really depends on how you start the game. So you kind of sometimes have to choose. But you basically get 2 automatically activated, or you can put tight end 3 here with like the impact block one. Do you guys know how insane that impact block one is? And then like if you kick off to start the game, you'll get that activated right away. So like there's only a couple spots that cross over, but basically what I'm talking about is Vanguard. Vanguard is psycho if you get that thing activated. So having that instantly activated at the start of the game if you kick return first is kind of cool. So you can do that, or you can do wide receivers with the catching chems and stuff like that. Whatever. Otherwise, on defense, then you can put your CB3, also backup free safety here. Or, no, sorry. You want to be backup strong safety, because strong safety 2 is here and here. So you put Howie Long, outside linebacker, number 2. And then you put it at CB3 and strong safety 2 to get your X factors guaranteed to start on defense. Just so that's kind of what the thought is for it. But the thing is, like, I think it's best for runners. All right. So I think if you're a passer of the ball, this is just a waste of AP on defense, because, like, I guess it's cool passing the ball to your running back, running the ball, but losing that much AP on defense where you can get some really cool stuff. I got knockouts right now and pick artists. Like, a lot of people are just running pick artists and those 2 X factors on defense because that's cool, right? So you basically have 2 corners or whatever with perma, well, they don't turn off, they're not perma. They start the game on, they turn off after, like, you know, a few plays if your opponent's gaining enough yards. But I think, like, they're basically just knockouts, right? That's what universal coverage is, that X factor. And it's not, like, insane, but it is pretty good, right? The issue is, do I want this on for a little bit, or do I want those knockouts on the whole game? And I'd rather have the whole game. So that's why myself, I won't be running the glitch. But it does really help out runners, okay? Having be able to start off the game, you're sacrificing defensive AP, sure, but getting freight train on your running backs, if you're just running stretch, you can run like Wildcat, you can run a whole lot of different things with that. If you can really juice out your offensive line. So it's crazy. And I would use it. EA, I expect them to eventually patch it. Talk about that. We just got an update to the game. I have no idea why they updated the game like that. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know what's in the update, but we definitely got an update today. So just FYI, I want to tell you guys about that. Don't know what it means though. I guess I'll do a lineup update while we're here. If you guys want to learn about part 2 of the winter promo, take a look at my last couple videos. Basically, I'm running A-Rod. I know a lot of people say, oh, just get Elway stuff, but A-Rod gets these 2 chems, which obviously Fearless is great, but I like these 2 chems the best, Set Feet Lead and Hot Route Master, and it's cheaper on A-Rod than Elway, so that's why I'm running A-Rod. They both got the Slinger 1 release, so I do get some under pressure and accurates, but I feel like allowing me to get other abilities is very important. Short Out Elite is huge. Short Out Elite is like the press man killer. Go into practice mode and take a look at it, but you can just fade or post route, and then they get like a speed bonus down the field against press man. Well, if they have route knockouts, it sometimes doesn't activate or it doesn't activate because route knockouts are way overpowered. So that is one thing. Waller's still short in, but he'll be replaced by Team of the Week Ertz today, who also gets short in for 1. I got Secure Protector here. I'd have Secure Protector here at my left tackle, but I kind of like Ogden and his identifier there too. I think it's really helpful. And then I go with Free Ability, Puller Elite, Nasty Streak, and Fool Me Once. These are only there because they're free. I do have Evasive on Earl Campbell. I don't really run enough to really make it feel incredible, but it does make spins and jukes kind of wild, so that's kind of fun. I have Route Tech on Megatron, but it's kind of useless because it's only good against man coverage, and if anybody's ever running man coverage against you, they basically have knockouts out there anyways. The reason why I have this one is there is a corner route in my offensive scheme. Again, if you want to see my scheme work, it is on the YouTube member page, and it actually lights up on that route. It doesn't light up on the post pattern, like if they don't have a route knockout. If they don't have a route knockout, it lights up on the post pattern unless they press. Press is just broken. It's so stupid, but it does work even if they press on the corner route. That's like stock, and it's like a unique corner route you can't run. Steve Smith was short in for free. Jerry Rice with runoff elite. Randy Moss with deep out elite for free. So I got 2 runoff elite guys if I decide to ever run the ball, which I kind of gotten away from. I don't love it. So there's the offense. Cordell Patterson with turn man at fullback, so that way I can get a good return up the sidelines when they kick to the fullback. I do have honorary lineman on Jim Taylor, but I'm not much of a runner. I'll sub him in at tight end if I ever do end up running the ball at that spot, but I've kind of gotten away from running because I just think it's okay. The only reason I use the run is to set up just to pass the ball more. just to keep them a little bit honest from pass committing on me every play. So I try and run the ball, 30% of the time, 25% of the time, just so my opponents don't keep pass committing. Because if you pass the whole game, your opponent will start pass committing, and then like the pass rush is slightly better. Guys don't fall for like play actions or anything like that. But anyways, on defense, I'm running pick artists and knockouts, deep out knockouts specifically on everybody on my deep 4, because I run a cover 4 type of system. So most guys will be in deep zones. And I think like my philosophy around this game, it's like, I'll talk about D-line in a second. It's to not get beat for one plays, right? I want to make them work and earn it and go down the field over and over again, because I run an adjustment-based defense where I try to outthink what you're going to do. Like, I'll put guys in positions to try and stop what you want to do, whether you're running corner routes. I'll try to put a guy in the flat zone right there to stop your corner. So like, and then I'll try and use her and take away the other routes. Obviously, you know, it's okay successful, just like any defense in this game. I could be running like dollar and stuff and whatnot. There's the loop blitz, which I'll show to members here in a bit. But overall, that's kind of my defensive play call. Then, like, if they keep driving on me, then I hope to get them in the red zone, right? So it's like a bend, don't break type of system, and that's why I have to run deep out knockouts, because a lot of these games, guys just run by you, right? Like, deep zone are terrible in this game, so if you don't have those deep knockouts, you're going to get run by and you're going to get destroyed. So anyways, I want to pick the ball, which is why I'm spending so much on pick artists all across my defense. Like, everybody here in the secondary has pick artist, because I was sick of dropping interceptions. And so it sucks that in order to make this game play correctly, we got to spend AP on it. Again, I put pick artist even on my users, Sean Taylor and Darren Woodson. So those guys have pick artists there too. My pass rushers, I rotate my pass rushers in my nickel and big nickel type of scheme. So I have TJ Watt and Cameron Wake are my number 1 edges right now. Not that TJ Watt's insane, better than, you know, whatever, Jason Taylor or whatever. Jason Taylor's my second one. So you can do a lot of different edges. A lot of them play a lot alike. Jason Taylor is free, unpredictable. So I went with a lot of free unpredictables and speedster, except for TJ Watt, who doesn't get any pass rush chem for free, just gets deflator. I no longer run edge threats or double or nothing, because people run edge protectors and secure protectors on the edges, so those basically are useless. So I run all the free stuff. Reggie White's a sub-defensive lineman. So my first 4 is Bruce Smith and Merlin Olsen at DTs, Cameron Wake and TJ Watt at the end, and then in big nickel I have my sub 4, so I can regenerate my double or nothings between plays, because they do suck up pass rush points a lot. My sub 4 is Jason Taylor at one edge, Lawrence Taylor at the other, and then my sub defensive tackles are William Perry and Mean Joe Green. Okay. So that's kind of how my defense is set up. Bend, don't break. Let the 4 get after them, and then rotate them through with a couple of defensive tackles with the 1 AP, double or nothing. So far, it's okay, but you really have to know a lot of what the meta is going to attack you with. It's anticipation, where the most brainless defense in the game is just to get route knockouts and run like dollar, and we'll talk about how that's being run right now with Crossman and everything on that member page. Special teams are just regular. Hester at return man. Tucker. I actually pulled Tucker. I was very lucky in that. Stonehouse. But I'll probably get Tom Brady. Because it's fun to throw the ball, I guess. And then Steve Smith is a slot receiver. Deontay for the runoff. Elite is right there. There is my sub spot. Strat items I'm running. I ran this because of Earl Campbell. I'll probably switch this over back to maybe like passing. But I was running this just for Earl Campbell gameplay. And defense, I put actually defensive lineman, power moves, finesse moves, block shed. See, basically what my thought is, I ability'd out my defensive backs. So earlier in the year, when I was running edge threats and double or nothings and stuff like that on the edge, I was all about abilities on my pass rushers, right? And then I'd put zone coverage and man coverage on my DBs to help them out. But at this point of year, because of the edge protectors and those abilities no longer work as defensive linemen, I moved all my abilities to my defensive backs, and my defensive linemen now have all the attribute bonuses. So hopefully the block shed against the run or the power and finesse move, that these guys get the bonuses too. Hopefully those things will help us out getting to the passer, help stop the run. So it's kind of like, I kind of flip my entire defensive scheme around with attributes, and the numbers kind of bear that out, right? That's kind of what I'm doing, like, right? Just try and get the maximum delta between power move, block shed, and the offensive lineman's pass block and run block. So that's my thinking and how I'm running my scheme right now. Hopefully that helped you guys thought about it. But yeah, offense, I don't know. I've been kind of like whatever with this. If you want a running back for trucking, but overall, I might just go back to throw power. Route running, my receivers are all like ability to out anyways, and route running doesn't matter at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and grab my throw power. Oh, here it is. Let it rip and get extra throw power. I actually kind of want extra defensive lineman stuff. So we'll work on that today on stream. All right, that's it for the video. See you over at twitch.tv/ScottFox soon. Peace.